Well, hi there, Camille, and a good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining. Now, I want to start my podcast now with a nice little intro. So, welcome to Nish's Niche of Delightful Inspirations. This is a podcast where curiosity meets calm, and I'm Nish. And this is a space dedicated to exploring ideas that spark inspiration, that bring peace, and offer thought provoking insights, and maybe a little humor too. Whether it's personal growth, culture, creativity, or simply life's quirky moments, each episode is designed to give you something meaningful to take with you. All right. And today, the subject is grief. And, it is something that we all deal with. If you've had any kind of relative that has passed, you have experienced this grief, or maybe you're still experiencing this grief. Yes, Camille, I am recording. It does say that, so um, we'll we'll know at the end. Anyway, um, so and I don't know about you, but it feels like lately, and I'm talking here in about the end of June going into July of 2025, that it seems like death is accelerating. Like a lot of people are dying. Brian Wilson died, and Bobby Sherman died, and I mean, so many others lately. And that it just reminds you of some of the people that perhaps was in your life that passed away. Now, and of course, I've had many relatives and people close to me, like my father, who did pass away. He passed away in 2018. But if you look on the Jumbotron right now, I'm showing a picture of Daleen Young. She passed away earlier in, I believe it was actually in May, but her memorial um, service on Zoom was yesterday. Now, Daleen Young, it says Hollywood legend, which she was really. People don't really know Daleen Young. She happens to be or she was the mother of a very good friend of mine who is in one of my, or actually two of my theater groups, a fantastic writer and actor in her own right, Eden Allegra Young. But Daleen Young has written um, probably over 30 films that have been produced for television and for the screen. One of her films was Going Home with Jason Robards that she wrote. She also wrote The Little Darlings. Um, Now I can't remember the two actresses. Christy McNichol was one of the main actresses, and The Babysitters Club. You might be familiar with that, and she's written countless plays. All right, plays that have been produced that people have been in, and so during this memorial service on Zoom, I mean, so many people came to honor her from all over. And the thing I wanted to point out as part of the grief process is that, you begin to remember the times that you were with this beloved person, what they did for you in life and how they were. I mean, um, just about everyone said about Daleen, and maybe this is why she wasn't so well known, is because she was such a lovely, kind person. Everyone said she never had anything terrible to say to anyone. I mean, she was a strong person. I mean, when she disagreed with something, she spoke up about it, but she would never disparage anybody, not an actor, not a director, a producer, or anything like that. She was a wonderful person and a wonderful writer and somebody that people wanted to work with. All right, that was Daleen. Also, many people credit her for getting their start in the business. All right. And also, towards the end of her life, she played, I think the character's name was Jezebel. There's a picture of her in the Jumbotron in her role there. She's an actor as well. And she was in this movie called Pig, Pig, with Nicolas Cage. And Nicolas Cage played a chef, but he had a pig that sniffed out truffles, but somebody stole that pig, and it was kind of the movie itself. I haven't seen the whole movie, but the movie itself was kind of like a thriller, kind of horror type movie. But Daleen was in that picture as well. So the takeaway there is that um, the the feelings that you have for this beloved person are are so valid and so useful for you to share with others. Okay, because I came away from that um, memorial service just being in awe of this woman's life and happy to know her daughter. And I've cast her daughter in several of my plays that I've had on in our theater group. But also just to know what a beautiful person she was and how she affected so many people. And that's one of the things that I wanted to give you as you go through life. This kind of grief, when you lose somebody, and it could take you down. Okay, it can really take you down. I know this, but the way to continue to honor them and to carry on and to live an inspiring life because they inspired you is to tap into their spirit. I mean, literally. All right. And if you look on the Jumbotron, I have a screenshot of a video of a song called Intuition by Lily McPhee. She's not a well known artist, but this song is a fantastic illustration of what I'm speaking of. Let me recite some of these lyrics for you. All right. I don't like to always listen to the truth. Sometimes it hurts me more than lies do. And some things are beyond comprehension. When that happens, I find my old friend, and her name's Intuition. She always knows what to say. When I do when I don't know which path to take, she's telling me things I didn't know I need. And her tone of voice, soft as can be, sometimes hard to hear. But I know she is there. When I need her most, I listen close. When the doubt fills the corners of my mind, my life seems to be off time taken over by worry and frustration. When that happens, I find my old friend, and her name's Intuition. All right. And why I included her song in this talk is because your deceased friends, relatives, um, even, you know, people that you admired are speaking to you through your intuition when you need their help or their insight or their encouragement. Use that. Connect to their spirit. All right. They are not gone. They're not gone. Yes, they are not in the physical world with you. And that can be tragic, but they're always going to be alive in spirit in you. All right. So go forward. I know sometimes it's very tough to continue living when they're gone, but but that's your job. You are alive now, and you can honor them by thinking about them and thinking about what they would do or how they would encourage you to go forward and excel and live your best life and make your dreams come true because they're there with you. All right. So I'll leave you with that. I want to give you a big hug and let you know that I'm also with you. All right. I love you. I want you to take care. And even when the grief comes on you, listen to your intuition. You're going to hear your dear friends, your dear relatives, your brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. You're going to hear their soft voice talking to you. All right. All right. Well, have a wonderful day. And thank you for listening to my podcast today. Take care.